Director Alex Reed has released a fresh shot from the young Sheldon set that shows off George and Mary's last filmed sequence. Given that George's funeral is approaching, it seems unlikely that Lance Barber and Zoe Perry's final scene will be included in the young Sheldon finale. The perfect way to wrap up Sheldon's parents' narrative is with their love closing scene, despite their turbulent marriage. A set photo from young Sheldon Season 7 verifies the final scene that Lance Barber and Zoe Perry filmed together as George and Mary. Everything for the Big Bang Theory prequel is starting to come together, with just 4 episodes remaining until it ends officially. It's anticipated that the upcoming 2 doubleheaders will provide a satisfactory wrap to both the Cooper family's overall saga and Sheldon's Medford, Texas, arc. After filming their final coupling scene in young Sheldon as George and Mary, Barber and Perry pose for a photo, which director Alex Reed posted on his official Instagram account. Take a look at the picture below. Barber and Perry are seen in the photo in George and Mary's bedroom. Reed, though, doesn't go into further detail about the meaning of the young Sheldon scene from Season 7. He also withholds the airdate of this segment. Nevertheless, based on the picture, it's reasonable to assume that it has something to do with Sheldon's parents discussing the future of their family, a topic they have discussed frequently given the changes taking place in their home. On May 16th, young Sheldon will come to an end with a unique 1-hour conclusion. For a couple reasons, though, it's unlikely that the sequence Barber and Perry taped will appear in those final 2 episodes. First off, the scene is already shown in the teaser for young Sheldon's 7th season episodes 11 and 12, when the two seem to have wrapped up a heart-to-heart conversation. From what is known about their narrative, it appears that Mary will contract baby fever again, forcing George to have a vasectomy behind her back. Furthermore, it has been established that the burial for George will occur in the penultimate episode of young Sheldon. Given that postponing the Cooper patriarch's death would undermine young Sheldon's prospects of a happy ending, it doesn't appear that the writers will do so until the very end of the adventure. This implies that George will most certainly pass away at the conclusion of episode 12 or the start of episode 13. Still, there's not much longer for this scene to happen. A hurried last scene together would be a disservice to the actors and their separate roles. It's no secret that young Sheldon has seen turbulent times in George and Mary's marriage. Although the couple has always had conflicts, as is typical for married couples, their differences came to the surface on a few occasions. George once began to doubt his existence and acknowledged that he was terribly miserable. Recent episodes, however, have demonstrated how far they've gone after nearly divorcing due to their individual borderline affairs. The perfect way to end their story is to witness their final scene as joyful and loving, even if it will make George's passing much more tragic. Even though George's demise is already certain, young Sheldon will still need to find the answer to a significant riddle regarding how he passes away. Given what is known about the character's prequel narrative and the Big Bang Theory suggestion that his death was unexpected, it is safe to assume that his health will play a role. While George doesn't drink as much as they claimed, he is still far from healthy in young Sheldon, despite the complaints of adult Sheldon and his mother on his bad habits. 2 mini heart attacks have occurred in George under young Sheldon's tenure. Though he survived each one, they created a precedent for a possible third emergency. Sadly, he wouldn't be able to make it through this time. It's presently unknown if there are any other outside elements at play here, but Mary's unexpected baby fever and George's hidden vasectomy could play a role in this impending family catastrophe. Even while the process is considered safe and straightforward, someone with significant health risks, such as Sheldon's father, may experience unanticipated difficulties. After George's burial, which is scheduled to take place in the first part of the 1-hour Young Sheldon finale, CBS will not have the chance to discuss the future of the entire family. There won't be another Cooper as a series regular in Georgie and Mandy's spin-off, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, and it's unlikely that the sequel will devote a significant amount of time to dealing with baby Cece's sadness. Some information regarding the family's post-Young Sheldon recovery from the catastrophe was made public by Georgie during her Big Bang Theory premiere. After losing his husband, he claimed that Mary was too distraught to cope, while Missy went back to her disobedient ways. Sheldon, however, moved on and concentrated on his studies at Caltech. Georgie had to take care of the rest of his family in Texas, which made starting Dr. Tyre in the midst of all the turmoil in both of his families all the more amazing.